Before you blame USAID for sponsoring Boko Haram in Nigeria, read this. Boko Haram insurgency, origins, politics, and path to stability. Boko Haram emerged as a splinter group from the Salafi movement in Islam, taking up arms against the Nigerian state after the extrajudicial killing of its founder and the government's refusal to compensate the families of slain members. As the conflict escalated, gruesome images spread online, attracting sympathizers from within and outside Nigeria, who provided support through training and weapons. Meanwhile, corruption among officials responsible for military procurement severely weakened the army, making it difficult to tackle the insurgency effectively. Political influence. While the government attempted to suppress Boko Haram, opposition politicians appeared to exploit the crisis, celebrating Boko Haram's attack to portray the administration as weak. This strategy ultimately helped them gain popularity and win the 2015 elections. Some opposition leaders even lobbied foreign governments to block arms sales to Nigeria, arguing that the weapons were being used to target innocent civilians. Religious perspectives. Many Muslims at the time believed the government was allowing Boko Haram to thrive as an excuse to reduce the Muslim population, given the long-standing debate over whether Christians or Muslims are the majority in Nigeria. As a result, some Muslims did not fully recognize the threat posed by Boko Haram. Conversely, Christians saw Boko Haram as a tool of the Muslim majority north to oppress them, particularly after incidents like the Chibok girls kidnapping, the Madala Catholic Church bombing, and widespread killings of Christians. This perception led some Christians to be indifferent to the killing of Muslims in the conflict. Emergence of ISWAP. Following its defeat in Syria, ISIS sought to expand into West Africa, leading to the formation of the Islamic State West African Province (ISWAP). Eventually, a faction of Boko Haram pledged allegiance to ISWAP, which focused on seizing territories. Other groups with vested interests also entered the conflict for their own gain. USAID foreign involvement. While Usaid's stated mission is to assist vulnerable populations, its impact depends on the intention of its handlers, who may use it for personal or geopolitical gains. However, blaming the US for destabilizing Nigeria ignores the fact that internal collaborators will be necessary for such interference. The US already has strong economic influence in Nigeria through multinational corporations, control over the currency, and political leverage. Therefore, claims that it sponsors Boko Haram lack a solid basis. Solutions. To address the insurgency and border instability, Nigeria should 1. Counter the spread of extremist ideologies. 2. Ensure compulsory education for all children, as out-of-school children are often recruited by terrorists. 3. Uphold justice and protect law-abiding citizens. 4. Eliminate corruption in military procurement. 5. Improve security personnel welfare to boost morale. 6. Reduce hunger and economic hardship. 7. Create an enabling environment for citizens to thrive. 8. Organize a national dialogue to address ethnic and regional grievances. By implementing these measures, Nigeria can resolve its internal challenges without attributing blame to foreign entities. Follow for more. February 15, 2025.